Okay, if you're watching this, I hope you're well today. Um, I am working on advanced corporate finance. The way that I've restructured just a little bit the website is here's some featured corporate project models, some kind of exercises to make the models, and then some advanced project finance, and then we'll have advanced corporate finance. Now, I hope you're interested in both. The contrast is, if you really want to understand project finance, you need to understand corporate finance, and vice versa. I really believe that. Now, I haven't, the coming up with the kind of list of really advanced corporate finance issues is a little tough. I've become a believer that, you take the elements of free cash flow, EBITDA, working capital changes, capex, taxes, and every single one has issues. You've got to understand the how to normalize these and everything else. Now, this has very little to do with what I'm doing today, because today, if you're working on corporate finance, here's the biggest pain I have in corporate finance. The good news is these days you can go. This is Samsung. This is the Samsung balance sheet. We copy it to Excel. Then you go either to the website and you get the read PDF to Excel file down here. Okay, I think there's a read PDF. You download that. Now, if you have the Google Drive, you just go to where am I? I'll go here. I'll go get it. It's in chapter 1, and then you read the PDF file, okay? Suppose I've got it open, apparently, okay? So you press Shift Control A, and it does this for you. It puts it in this one, but I did it wrong because Shift Control A. I should reset this, but you've got 6 columns. Why it went to another thing, I don't quite understand, but then we have the notes kind of with these things. I'm going to do one more. Oh, shit. Okay. Swearing already in this one. But I won't swear. I am in such a good mood today. And I'll explain it to you in just a little while. So, one more. I think we should, maybe we should have even put these 2 notes in separate ones, and you'll see why in a minute. Because, if you then, have another file, although this commas is going to, I think they're going to screw us up. But these notes, we'll see why we'll screw them up. So the first step is you can go and download and get some stuff. And this is some in Korean won, and USD. So we can put those here, whatever. I'm not going to do that. Now the problem is, once you do that for you get and download all this stuff, you get to the beginning, and you have a whole bunch of sheets. You can even put the sheets together. So pretend this is 1 year, the next year, the next year. So this is fake data right now. Now, once you have this, the problem is the titles are never the same. That's what I was just moaning about. You could have a note in here. You could have all this stuff. So I put some stuff. Look, the cash is always the same, accounts receivable all the same, inventory the same, but then suddenly we have a deferred tax account. Then we have other assets, prepaid is down here. Then we have some notes. In this one, we don't have this. And then we have 2 net plant categories. There are often 2 deferred taxes in current and long term. And I pretend we'd have 2 cash categories. So the question is, you want to do this crap fast, because it is one of the Most horrible things to do. Now, what I tend to do is copy this and manually start, well, oh shoot, we have another one here, so we have to start inserting a line. And that I have spent so much time on, and it's such a horrible thing. And so then I started using match and index, and the problem is the names are never just quite the same. You know, so especially if you have these other notes at the back and all that stuff. Now last night, here's what I did. I had a wonderful evening. I drank a couple of glasses of wine, and then I said, well, what if we just made a master list, and that we put all these things together and kept them sorted basically the same way. So this deferred tax would hopefully come after the prepaid assets, and then the other assets. We're just going to have one account for other assets, and then we'll use the match, and we'll match a master list right here. We'll match a master list against each one of these things. And then after you use this master list, then what you're going to do is use the index function, match to get the row number on this one. So prepaid is row number 6 on this one, 7 on this one, 6, and so forth. Goodwill is in different lines on this one. We use the match to find what number is, and then go to the index next. And the only problem we're going to have is a little bit of NA. Now the biggest deal is to get a list, a master list. Now what you could do is you could copy these and put these below, and these below, and these below, copy it to a big list, and then sort the list. I don't know if you'd even have to sort it, but you'd eliminate the duplicates. I think you'd, I don't know how that eliminate duplicates works. You might not have to sort it actually. So you just copy it, eliminate duplicates, and you get a master list. The problem is we have 2 caches over here and 2 net plants over here, so we have to be a little careful at this. So instead, here's what I did. I made a function called union. And I think it's a good function. You put equal union, I called it union 3 here, and you can take as many of these as you want. Shift control down, and watch it not work. Shift control down, and if it doesn't work, I'll just have to, and shift control down, so you can take as, I think I put up to 12 different things. And you use the option account. And then it's magic. Isn't this cool? I think. Yeah, the extra cache one went down here. Ooh, that's a problem. We're gonna have to change that here. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So you know what? I'm gonna put this cache to 3. Okay, and then it changes it automatically. That's the good news. And I'll put net plant 2. Yeah, I have to still work on that one, don't I? Okay, and now once we have this, now if we want the first year, we put equal match, and then you match this cache against this one and press 0. Okay, so that means it's the 3rd row, and then you put index. Okay, and then you click on this one and put a comma. Of course we have to. And then we just copy that down. And that's kind of interesting. Why did that give you a 0 and not an NA? Oh, that's good news. Because what deferred debits we didn't. Oh shit. Just a minute. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next one and put equal match. If it doesn't work perfectly, I'm not so worried about this because did I put a comma 0? I think I didn't do that. And then we after that, just a second, I got a stupid phone. Okay, I don't know what I just did wrong, but here, let's just do the match and index separately. So if we do the match, then we get these NAs because we don't have them. Oops. All right, but then we put the index against it, and we use this column. Remember, if you use the whole column, it doesn't slow Excel down. Don't believe old wives' tales, please. Don't believe bullshit. Um, if you do it longer like that, it might use a tiny bit. So let's use, now, if we do this, here's the stupid thing. We should put if error. And my only problem with this, fine, but then it starts to get, painful, and it starts to be a pain. So why don't we, make a little function that just, well, I'll do that afterwards. Let's finish this. So we put if error together with the match and index. Now, all we need to really do is read in the three things, okay? So let's, and we'll do that. You can see now we start to line up the balance sheets, and we can line them up for all the things. It put them, I think, in a reasonable order. Inventory was deferred tax, I guess, went before prepaid. Then we have other assets. Then we have net plant. Then we have notes. Then the net plant maybe is a little bit out of order, but we just have it this quickly. And then if you want to change this thing and say this is other restricted cash or something like that, or you want to take things out, we'll do that. And the other thing we can do is we can limit. We're going to have to put a new match and index here, but we can limit the size. So that, I hope what that will mean is all you have to do is go and start downloading this stuff, get it quickly into the files, and then put the things together. I'm still worried about those stupid notes. Here, let's do this. Shift Control A. Let's use 9 instead of this. It's going to go to another sheet again for some stupid reason. I have to. No, that didn't work. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to make them shorter, because what will happen is if we could just use short-term borrowing, if we could just limit, no, debentures, that won't work. We'll just have to change the names just like I showed you. So then let's just do one more. Let's practice. So P equal match, this one, and then click on the column K, and then click on 0, and then put index. Now, maybe some of you are so fast at this, it'll make your head spin. And of course, I did it wrong for some reason. Okay. And what's this multiplication thing I did? Okay, so then we have 30, and it put the accounts receivable in, and then it put the prepaid in, and then it put the other assets of 25 over there. So it got it all right and lined it up, and we have to put the if error in again. Okay. Okay, so now let's quickly make a function called index indmat im. How about we'll just call it im for index match. Okay, and Just let me pause for a second. We'll do that. Okay, now you know, shit. Okay, I guess I didn't show you. I just made a video to myself again. So I made an index match function, and I had to do it a little bit differently. For some reason, I had to do it in 2 steps. You shouldn't really have to do that. Get the match first and the index, and if it's on an error, go to no value and make it 0. So that's just fixes that. So we put equal index match. Am I recording? I just have to make sure I'm recording. Okay. Okay, we put index match, and we click on this one, and then we click on this and this. So it's just like we did it before, and you put index match, and you go to this one and click on this, and then click on this, and then we get the right value, and then we can press Control D, and we get it all done. Now, this is, for me, anybody who's done this kind of crap knows how horrible it is. It is goddamn, it is the worst. Okay, so remember what you would do is you get this, and I'm gonna put, any time I find a number, I'm gonna take we've got to kind of do some kind of analysis that takes the numbers out of all this stuff. Okay. Perhaps I should do that really even in the read PDF. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If we oh shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Well, whatever. Once you have a decent set of lists, let's just do the whole thing because it's really exciting. Okay, so step 1 is you select the area like a transpose function or something and put equal union 3, but I'm going to make it's going to be called union, and you take as many as you want. Okay, we have 4. Shift Control Enter, and then you put index match, and you take the first one, and then you put the index match, and you take the second one, okay, and you put index match, and you take this one, and you click on this one, and you click on this one, and and if you think, oh, I have Bloomberg, that's going to do it all, what a lot of shit. It won't, and it'll probably unless you go to the source, it's not going to give you the right answer, even though that guy's a multi-billionaire or whatever. Then you can control down, and we've got it all done. That's the union function with match and index, and I'm going to put that in a separate file, and I'm also going to put it in the read PDF file. Okay, so that's that one. I think it is very exciting. Okay.